Good morning, fourth grade. Here we are with our third example problem. Write the number as tenths in fraction form and decimal form. Now, in problem number 2, we were changing tenths to hundredths. And in problem number 3, we were changing hundredths to tenths. So we have 40 hundredths right here. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write that as a fraction because that's going to help me be able to change it. So I'm going to write 40 hundredths as a fraction. So I know I didn't change it yet. I just wrote it as a fraction. So now we have 40 hundredths as a fraction. Now, in order to change tenths to hundredths, we're getting bigger. So we're multiplying. So to change hundredths to tenths, we are going to divide. It is the same thing. You're just going to be making the number smaller. So you're going to be dividing. Now, again, I want to change this to tenths. So because my denominator is in the hundreds, I know right now that I'm actually talking about hundreds, but I want it to be 10. So I need my denominator to be 10. So I'm going to divide by 10 because I know 10 divided by 10 is going to equal 10. Just as I know 10 times 10 equals 10. So I know I'm trying to get it into tenths. So if I do 100 divided by 10, I will have a denominator as 10. So I know my answer will now be in tenths. And again, whatever you do to the denominator, you must do to the numerator. So 40 divided by 10 will equal 4. Just write it in on the top. 4. So I know that it's equal to 4 tenths. So I can write my fraction will be 4 tenths, and my decimal, I know that the tenths is the first place value to the right of the decimal. So I will write 0.4, and I will write it as 4 tenths. So the first thing you want to do when you're changing from hundredths to tenths is you want to write it, even if it comes as a decimal, change it to a fraction because then you can divide to create it into tenths, and then you can write your decimal based off the fraction that you found. Now, if they give it to you already in fraction form, you can just go ahead and convert that denominator right away. So either way, with question 2 and question 3, we're really paying close attention to the denominator because that's going to tell us whether it's a tenth or a hundredth. And pay close attention as well. It says write the number as hundredths. So that if it's telling you to write it as a hundredth, it's probably written as a tenth. And if it's telling you to write it as a tenth, it's probably already written as a hundred. So you will have to convert it.